Okay, so it looks like live. Alrighty, guys. I just made a video. And I was just talking about like kind of the stuff I was going through, and sometimes it's hard to remember what I say because like I have to make cuts of the same video. So I thought, huh, why not do a live stream, especially while I'm out here and it's quiet. I do like the quiet. It's very nice, very relieving. It is kind of hot in this car, so that's one thing. The sun is very bright. If you guys can't see that sun, look at that one. It's beautiful. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to chat. Anybody's here, just checking in. So that's the best thing to do. Just to check in and see how everyone's doing. Um, yeah, so there's no one here right now. I'm just by myself. You know what? Well, it's fine.
I'm Pickle Rick!
I don't know if you guys can hear that notification. But Elder Scrolls is having their last day of the cake. If anyone plays Elder Scrolls, Fortnite Deadpool's Week 8 event is out, and if you guys don't know, I got a Fortnite shirt on, so that's cool. I've been playing Elder Scrolls. I should play some Fortnite sooner. Um, I've been thinking about making my gamer tag. My gamer tag's in my video, but if you guys add me, always remember to leave me a message and don't just send me an invite. I don't know who you are. You could be a creeper, and then that really creeps me out. Like I've had stalkers before and they stalk me. They go on my profile, they add my accounts, they talk shit on me, they talk shit on my fiance. It's always some type of crazy stuff going on. So that's why if you guys ever like send me an invite to join party, I don't know who you are. You could be one of them and you created a different account. So that's one thing I always want to know. If in the future, just leave me a message because I want to make sure like I add you guys and I want to make sure to like communicate. At the same time, I haven't been really communicating with anybody. When I'm not making YouTube videos, then a lot of the times I'm staying to myself. And right now I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online. So if you guys have that game, it's a good time to play. But I'm grinding right now. I'm grinding a new character and I'm trying to get stronger. So and then Fortnite. I do play Fortnite, but I play Xbox through the companion app, so I play through Windows 10. I suffer a lot of lag, and it's been laggy because there are so many people that are home right now. So many people are home. Xbox will be down. PlayStation, I don't know what goes on over there. I don't have a PlayStation yet, so it's just been really bad. And the internet, just overall, there's just so many people on it that people are lagging really terribly. And also whoever came in here and liked that video, thank you for that like. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Um yeah, dude, it's just been a really crazy time right now. People don't feel safe and it's just it just feels unreal. Sometimes I wake up and I think like oh, be cool, let's go out, let's go have a picnic and stuff and like that. Then you go out and you see someone cough, you're like, shit, he's coughing, run. And then you go out and there's just people wearing masks and stuff like that. Like it's just pretty crazy when you think about it. Like I just imagine if me just sitting in this car making this video and then like some people like white suits come on like radiation type suits and they grab me and they're like, he's not in his house, he's contaminated, quarantine him, and then they're just dragging me away and you guys are just watching the phone drops on the floor. The phone's just like I'm like, guys, help me. It's a crazy time. Can't use Bixby while recording videos. Wow. I didn't call Bixby, but I shaved my face because I was growing like a little gamer facial hair. What happens when when we stop looking in mirrors, us gamers start to get like really hairy. So I thought I wanted to shave because for one, the most terrible part is when you gotta look at yourself while you're streaming. I mean, some people they enjoy looking at themselves. Me, I don't. I still think, man, it's hard to lose weight. That's been like one of my main goals is to lose weight. Like wanted to lose about 30 to 40 pounds. And like during the time I make those fasting videos, I'm actually like losing weight. I'm doing good. But then like after I start making those fasting videos, the minute I get demotivated or sometimes when I feel like rewarding myself, I ended up not being able to do it again. But the time I lost 145 pounds, or not lose 145 pounds, it wasn't like 200 something pounds. I was just like, I think I was 30 pounds. I think I was like 70 or going to 80 and stuff. And then I lost like all that weight. I was like, I was feeling good and stuff like that. But of course, during the time of me making that video and weighing myself in, I was like, I hadn't drank water for like maybe 2 or 3 days. I've been exercising, and then like I was constantly fasting. Like I ate one day, I ate probably like 2 pounds of beef. And then the next day I don't eat for 2, 3 days. And then like I'd switch in from water fasting to dry fasting. And then I ended up losing a bunch of consistent weight, also exercising with my cousin. Like my cousin, he would wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, and then he would go like jogging at the track, and then he would start running up these doing suicide runs, running up these stair things and run down them and stuff. And I did it with him, but oh my gosh, I was like, I felt like I was gonna pass out. Like it's terrible. Like my stamina has been like cut from half to like 75%. Like I barely have any stamina. Same time, I still got the nine-tailed fox in me. I can push myself really hard. But yeah, it's been really crazy, like, this like just looking at the schools, the info and the stuff going around. I was thinking like this won't last too long, but it seems like it's like carrying on pretty long. It's like some drama. You just can't get away from the drama. You're away from the drama, you think you're safe, then an old video pops back up and then there's more drama news going on. But I don't know. I hope everyone's doing well. I haven't got anybody talking in the chat yet. Let's see. Wait, live chat. Yeah, no one said anything yet. But yeah. See, this is a good way for me to make a video, and I hope this video is in as good quality as I am looking at myself right now. But yeah, awesome, awesome guys. I really, really am grateful to all of my subscribers. You guys are an awesome blessing. And yeah, thank you guys. I'm serious. Very serious. See, I switched the camera angle. That just makes it more entertaining. Yeah, but trying to figure out ways to like make more better videos and stuff like that, and trying to capitalize on like getting revenue and stuff like that. I'm a YouTuber. I gotta grind. I gotta make some money too. And right now we're making some pretty good money and stuff, but we need to make more. Like we need to keep grinding, keep going. Guys, we need to get to 7K and keep pushing. So right now I think we're at 4,000. We're at 4,300 right now, so we're not. What is that? Let me lock the door. I think that's what that means. I hope I didn't F around and do anything right now. All right, yeah, we got to keep pushing, guys. We have to keep pushing. This is like the best time to making YouTube videos. So, all of you subscribers, you guys can make channels too. And you guys can make some entertaining, funny content, because people need content. People need laughter, man. People need to laugh. I'm telling you, if you don't got no laughing gas, you don't got any marijuana, you don't got a family, you don't got anything like that, you need to laugh, man, because this life is tough. Life is very, very tough. And if you're not laughing, then you're not enjoying life. And I love to laugh. I love laughing. That was a fake laugh, but still, I like to laugh. It's pretty fun. But yeah, with the stress going on, man, it's hard to keep a solid face on, because half the time, like, I feel like Wolverine. I feel like just ripping people up because I get so annoyed and frustrated. But of course, when I get frustrated and annoyed, you'd never know, because I'm a good actor. I think I'm a pretty good actor. I'll be sitting there just talking to people, and then like just be like, yeah, 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 I'm listening to you right now. Yeah, you're saying some pretty stupid shit right now. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna wave. Yeah, like that penguin, smile and wave, smile and wave. Man, I don't know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know if they're expired. Pretty much. You might find some good chocolates, but then the other chocolates might be spoiled. Then after eating one chocolate that's spoiled, you think the rest of them are just the same. I mean, I think that's a good explanation for life. So, I don't know if you guys are watching this live stream late after it's been uploaded. I hope you guys have found some entertainment from this because I know just me talking like this feels pretty damn good. It feels like, I don't know, I guess I've always, like, there's a video that I've unlisted and stuff where I was talking for like over an hour, but like, oh my gosh, it is a cringy ass video and stuff like that. Yeah, it was about like a bunch of stuff, but like the most part, it's like the what my YouTube channel has been through and going through the Burkle experience. The Burkle experience was like really terrible because that's my first time of like getting into it with a big YouTuber. Which oh, what's up, Truce? My bad, I'm late. Oh, welcome, Truce. Hey, no, Truce, man. I wanted you to play Elder Scrolls with me, man. Dude, have another person playing and stuff, but you're like, you'll be far behind. And Truce, I think you're supposed to be a mod on my thing, definitely. I can't see your thing. You should be a moderator, because you've been around for a very long time, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying, like, Truce, you're definitely someone that, yeah, you're definitely someone that's like have some moderator rights and stuff, and joining the group because I like you and trust you. You're like a really cool dude. You were supposed to message. Oh, I'm installing right now. It's not free anymore. It was free until the 13th, and I don't think it's free anymore. I'll probably buy you the game when I make a transaction because I've been waiting to like get some games and stuff like that. That'd be fun, or something fun, so we all can play. Um, I don't know, dude. I've been waiting, Truce. I've been waiting for like something powerful, new game to pop out. The only new powerful game I've been thinking about is maybe Sword Art Online. Wait, how are you getting it? 28%? No, dude, that game's small. It used to be 100 gigabyte. They updated it to be smaller. But yeah, man, I've been chilling, just doing this live stream right here and talking, and just, man, it feels so free. I mean, man, when I feel like basically I'm living with like government administrators that are like basically trying to censor everything I do or just basically watch me, I hate that feeling, dude. I hate being watched. Not like watch like you guys. I mean, watch like someone's in your house with you and they're just like, hey, don't you think that's enough water you're drinking? Or just, I don't know, all up in your Kool-Aid or all up in your water. Also, if you didn't know, I went back to being vegan again. Some vegan news. And this is some confidential news right here I'm going to share with you guys. This is completely confidential. Miss Pineapple is going vegan. Now, we're going to see if this news circulates and comes back around. Now, if this news circulates and comes back around, we know we got a mole. That's what we know. We got a mole. And it's easy to find him.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Some information, and guess what? It comes back to you. If you guys ever watch Game of Thrones, you guys will know the reference, the queen said, or don't tell the queen. And then someone ends up telling the queen, but you tell those people different information and see what happens. I mean, man. And I need to start getting a training regimen. I'm telling you, I started training one day. Truce, I have like a wooden sword, and I was practicing in the backyard. Like I was swinging that sword until my forearms were hurting, until I was just like sore. And I really do hope I didn't click anything in here. But here in my garage, here my Lamborghini. See, look, I'm in a Lamborghini right now. No, that dude is making so much money. And he faked it until he made it. I mean, to be honest with you, that's the type of stuff you gotta do. Like, to be honest with you, people that like make those clickbait videos, I mean, the thing I feel about them is you're making clickbait videos. Like, you're doing that. When you reach a certain amount of subscribers, when you like get to a certain point, be legit. Don't just keep going around looking for clickbait. I mean, if you want to be taken seriously, otherwise you'll never be taken seriously. You'll just be that guy. Hey, that's the guy with a ton of clickbait. Pretty much. But yeah, man, I'm trying to like really grind on this platform and really get up there. But I'm like, I'm always getting mentally drained because, man, for me, it's like, I don't think I'm the most intelligent person in the world, but I'm sure as hell smarter than the next one. And so like it's just like a bunch of like my brain cells being killed because like I have to listen to just stupidity, man, real stupidity on a day-to-day basis. It's like I don't know, sometimes at a point, my way of thinking and stuff can make me feel lonely because like there's just no one that thinks like me. Like, my partner's great. No, don't get me wrong. But like I think so like ahead and I stress so much because I'm so far into the future that presently it's hard for me to be in the present, because I'm so far in the future. So sometimes I need to like lay back and enjoy the moments that I have now because like I'll be so far ahead, I'll be stressing out about everything. And it's just, you don't get anywhere stressing this hard. But of course, this is a long live stream. Yeah, I'll be feeling the same way, man. Yeah, man, there's no point. And Trish, you're younger than I, so you shouldn't really worry about the future at all. Just worried about what you're eating that'll get you fat in the present, that'll get you fat in the future. Stuff like that. And then as for school, dude, school is a lot harder for you than it was for me. Like for me, school was hard. But like now they try to get you to learn more stuff. Like stuff I learned in 5th grade, you'll be learning in 3rd grade. Like, come on, man. You're gonna have them learn algebra in 3rd grade? Really? And like math, dude. Math, I was doing like terrible in like algebra. I didn't get it. Yeah, dude, homework, man. Homework. That shit had me stressing too. Like, I don't know if your school's like this, but I'll tell you the best school and the best thing I went through for my school experience, like, all right, so I went to like a different type of school, like, or this is a normal school. I'm gonna explain normal school. Normal school, you go to like 6 or 7 periods, you get homework from all of those classes. So you get a shit ton of homework. You're basically staying up all night to finish that homework, and you get more homework tomorrow. Now that was hectic. I didn't finish all my assignments, especially when they're asking me to do 2-page essays and stuff like that. And then math homework, I did my best to figure out what it was. And then teachers don't have time when I stay after. Now, I went to another school called Sunnyside High School. They did it way better. One day you go to first period, 3rd period, 5th period. Now, if you have a 7th, you go to 7th, but you go to 3 periods that day. So let's say what classes did I have? Math, science, and I think maybe math, science, and English. But you go to 3 classes. Then the next day you go to your other classes, which is your 2nd period, your 4th period, and your 6th period. And there's no 8th period. There's never been an 8th period. But then what that means, Truce, with that type of way is you get one day to do your first, third, and 5th homework. You get that day, the day you get the homework, and you get the day after. So I guess you get 2 days. But then after that, you go back to your period. So they give you more time to do your homework. It's not like where you get all of these assignments in one day and you have to complete it all because that's just too much and people are stressing. That's why kids are getting bullied, and because they don't understand homework because they got stuff going on at home, and then they're shooting up schools. I mean, to be honest. And like people want to say stuff about gamers being violent. I mean, look at the people that go and play football, not the players, the fans. They literally fight each other at the inside the, where it was not called studio, inside the NFL, I don't know, the bowl, whatever it's called. They're fighting each other, beating each other up. But to stay on topic, man, yeah, dude, homework was insane. Like they asked too much of you. But the thing I could tell you, Truce, a strategy is like this. This is the mad strategy right here. There's homework. Homework is about 30 or 40% of your grade. The most of your grade will be done on test. If you can score 100%, depending how they do their percentages at school, if you can ace every test you get, like an A plus 100%, you don't have to do that much work. But to get overall good, you got to do some homework, but you got to be acing those tests. You got to be getting really high scores on those tests. That's how like I got through it. And if you're in 7th and 8th grade, man, for me, dude, I had a low ass grade in 7th and 8th grade. I thought I was gonna get held back because my grade's so low, and they still let me graduate. The one thing I've learned about having good grades in 7th and 8th grade is you may get higher up in your classes for next year. Like instead of starting on algebra, you may start geometry as a freshman, something like that. But yeah, dude, my high school experience, if you've seen my fight video, I mean, I had tons of fights. I was like getting in trouble by the principal. I mean, I have a crazy stories I can tell, which one time I'll do that. And when I make like a story time video, because I have some really hilarious videos. Like the principal called me to his office and he was mad. Like his face was like, and he always wears these like sunshades on. And actually, what's funny is I found a video of him in the future of him like getting like he got paid leave because he was being racist. He said like a racist comment. So like it's really funny because his teacher, you know, some people think, oh, he's just making up stories. No, this teacher exists and he got put on the news for his racial comments, which is really funny. Not at my school, it's at a different school, but still. And also like another principal, I met her at my other school and I don't know, it's crazy. I'll probably make some videos in the future and talk about it, which would be awesome. This stream's like 21 minutes, but yeah, homework, I wouldn't really stress out about it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Do all you can, do your best, and don't worry about it. Because to be honest with you, school, it teaches you you know, math, English, stuff like that. And depending what field you want to get into, like if you want to be a scientist or if you want to be a graphics designer for game designing, you have to like learn some math and stuff. But otherwise, don't worry about it. I didn't care about school. All I cared about was just playing games in Xenoverse. I copied someone's test in English. You know what? I did something like that too. We got like some dude had like this thing. He said it's like a leak for it was like a leak of the test scores, like the dots, the fill in bubbles, and it was like all the right answers. Normally I'd never cheat on a test. You know, if I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail by my own power. But I said, why not? You know, this is gonna be like the dot. I filled in the dots. That shit was wrong. I got a bad grade. And it was science. Like, I'm good at science. I love science. I'm an alchemist. So you know, I'm an alchemist. I love to do like experiments and like kind of just figure out what works and what doesn't work. So when I was playing Xenoverse, I was doing the exact same thing. I put on this Z Soul. I put on this move. Oh, this was perfect. And I come up with powerful stuff, which I remember in my Xenoverse secrets, I released some of the stuff that like I've learned from the game, and it's some of the stuff I experimented by myself. I mean, it's crazy. I had a lot of fun playing that game, but yeah, Truce, there's no point stressing about school. There's no point because when you go to get a job, let's just be abundantly clear. It does not matter about school other than you having a diploma, which they look at your diploma like, oh, so you graduated high school. Do you have any work experience? This is my first job. They're like, oh, this is your first. Sorry, we're looking for someone with experience. Yeah, man, no, seriously, dude. Seriously. I was stressed out about school too. Like I was super stressed. When they're telling me like, I think it was my sophomore or like junior year, they're telling me like, oh, you're not gonna pass high school. You're gonna like fail. Like what? All because of this teacher. This teacher I had. I don't know. Two things happened to me. Right. This is what made me fail my junior year. I had a teacher that was an environmental scientist. His name was Mr. Vang. He was cool. He is cool. There's nothing wrong with him. But all of his work will be done in one singular notebook. So this notebook you have, you'll be doing homework in this notebook from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And he doesn't grade it until the end of the year. I lost my notebook near the end of the year. So my whole grade is an F. Because I asked, is there anything I could do? Mr. Vang said, no, There's nothing you can do. And I told him, I was like, should I come to class? Or is there even a point to come to class? He's like, no. I stopped going to class. Now, as for my math teacher, oh my gosh, Truce. My math teacher was the worst teacher to ever teach you. Okay, I forgot. There's a year prior to that. I had another teacher. He was Asian. His name is Mr. Vang. I'm sitting in Mr. Vang's class. Like, I finally finished algebra. I had a really, really good teacher. He explained it very, very well for me, and I was very happy with that. So I felt like I was smart. Now, Mr. Vang, after I passed geometry, algebra, geometry. This dude's like, I go to his class, he's sitting down, he's like, all right, class, we are going to teach you geometry. And I'm just like, oh no, I don't know geometry. I don't understand triangles and squares. And then he's like explaining, and I said, I don't get it, sir. Oh, if you don't know how to do, put your head down. So I put my head down, and I woke up and the year was over. It literally went like that. I put my head down so much in class. It's like I just put my head down. I woke up and there's like 11 months had passed and I have like a failing grade. So I failed that math class. Then the next year, I got to a new math class. This dude was tight. This dude, I forgot his name was Mr. It was Mr. something, dude. He was powerful. Like I felt in his class, we had teammates. We were all sitting in like a table of three. Everyone's helping each other with their work. I felt really powerful. And he's like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to pass geometry. They're actually helping me. I understand. Then someone walks to the door. Oh, David Johnson. And I'm just like, what? Oh, this class is too full. We have another class for you. And they go, and I'm taking this slow walk, and everyone's just looking at me walk away. And I'm just like, oh, no. Walking over there. I'm just walking back. Then I get into this classroom. There's just like this really stocky, kind of look like he's a bodybuilder, short Asian dude. And his name's Mr. Vang. And I'm sitting in there with him in the class, and this man's like, he like I like on the side, like I'm on the side of the desk, and everyone else is facing this way, and the board is right in front of us. The board's like right here, it's in front of us. He would stand in front of the board while he's teaching, and his big body would block it, and I can't see. I'll tell him, sir, I can't see. You're standing in front of the board. I can't see what you're writing. He said, "Oh, he tried to move a little bit, but his body was still blocking it." And then this man, like, I said, "Can I sit over there in the middle so I could see what you're talking about?" And he didn't let me change my seats. I couldn't see what he's doing. He kept blocking the thing. And then I was like, okay, I really don't understand this. Like I told him when I first came to class, I said, I don't understand geometry at all. Oh, don't worry. He gave me a test. He gave me a test, and he said, don't worry, you'll take the full percent of this. I said, dude, I don't understand geometry, and you're going to give me a test? And then, like, I fail it, and my grade goes from an A to an F, because when you first get to a class, your grade is always an A, because you don't have anything minusing it. I get an F. He gave me a full F. I said, dude, I don't understand geometry. So I gave him another chance, right? I stayed after class with him so I could try to learn. Sit after class, this dude sitting on his computer, just like. I was like, sir, I don't know what to do. Oh, you just do this. He just keeps on his computer. I mean, no, I don't get what the next step. You know what the next step is. I said, I don't know geometry. Well, you do that. And he just kept going back on his little stupid computer, drinking his little Aquafina water. So then, little net water's nasty if you ever drink Aquafina. It tastes disgusting. And he's just sipping on it with some coffee. And then, right, this is what really got me, though. I told you about the other geometry teacher. He said, if you don't know how to do, put your head down. Mr. Vang, what he said was, if you don't know how to do, because they're both Asian, if you don't know how to do, the book will teach you. I said, the book will teach me? I said, dude, the book ain't getting paid. I said, you are. You're supposed to teach me. And then, like, nothing happened, so I ended up stopped going to class, right? I just stopped going. I ditched every period that I would have to go to him. And then like at the end of the year, I went to his class and I went there and I went on the wall to see what my grade was, right? And I had a higher grade that people that were coming to class every day had a higher grade than him. Yeah, the book is the hardest way to learn, and the book will teach you like, dude, the book ain't getting paid. You're getting money to teach me, and I stayed after class so I can try to learn. So he screwed me over. I went to talk to my counselor, and I told him, I said, "Hey, I need to switch my teacher. I'm not learning anything from him. I really tried. I stayed after everything." And he's like, "Oh, David Johnson, I'm sorry about that. Like, you've been there more than a year. There's no one that will switch to take you there. I'm sorry about that." And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with. And he was talking just like that too. I was like, dude, like I'm gonna fail. And I went there and my F was higher than everyone else's F. Like I had the highest F in the class. Like everyone else was failing that class. Like so many of his students failed. And I went to the teacher, I told him, I said, dude, I said, why is my F higher than everyone else's? Like, why do I have the highest F here? See, that tells me you are making your students fail. They're not learning and they are failing. I said, if I have a better grade and me not showing up to class, my grade is better than theirs, that's really sad. That's really, really sad. And then the year after that, like that when they told me like I wasn't gonna pass high school, I was really like stressed out about it. They said, "Look, David, there's two choices you have. The choice here, you can stay at this school. It'd be very, very hard. You'd be biting your teeth. You'd have to really make it, or you could go to Cambridge, a continuation school. They help kids get credits up." And I was just thinking in my head like, I remember Cambridge. I remember that they were telling me like when I was on like school probation because like I had a meltdown at my school. I was really, really hungry and I got pissed off at the teacher. It started off with some kid had his wallet stolen, and his wallet was stolen, and it wasn't stolen. It was in his back pocket, and I told him it was in his back pocket, and he accused everyone in the classroom. I knew everyone in the class, and I ended up freaking out, cussing him out. Cop came. She tried to taser me. I told her do it, and my hair was long. My hair was like Super Saiyan. It was sticking all the way up in the air, and I was like, "Do it, do it." And then she handcuffed me, slammed my head against the wall, and I was cussing her out. And then pretty much, and then the principal, I didn't know the principal that school, and I got into it with him, but I ended up getting expelled from that school. And then the Cambridge, the continuation, they told me if I do anything bad before then, like I will be sent to that school. And when I did go to that school, I was so surprised, Truce. I was so surprised. The teachers there were way better than what they were at my normal school. They sat down with you, they helped you, and the type of like, we had no homework. We didn't get homework. We had no homework, Truce. There was no homework at my school. I went home with no homework. I was like, dude, you do your class and you do your work in class and you go home. It was that simple. And then you get like credits and grades for like writing your name. And some people wouldn't do it. Some people wouldn't write their name on their paper. Like some people just on their cell phones, they really wouldn't do what they're supposed to do. And I did. Like, and I had a geometry teacher. I actually understood what he was saying. He looked like Santa Claus and he died like a couple years ago, but he was such a great teacher. He like made sure everything like you understood everything. He literally when you missed a day, he repeated everything as if he was an NPC reviewing everything. You didn't feel like you missed anything when you missed a day. And he helped me understand geometry like, geometry, you'll never understand it unless you know formulas. And you have to remember that. It'll be like something like Xbox 360. A circle is a 360. And if you cut it in half, that's 180. So that's something you would need to know to do all the little problems and stuff like that. If you don't know those little formulas, there's no way you can do it. And in algebra, it's just a matter of finding out what x equals. And then like x plus y and stuff like that. It's not really that too hard. But when you first look at it, like, why the hell do they have ABCs in my math problems? Like, I was just like, what is this? What is this language? I don't speak it. Yeah, but then I ended up passing because of all that stuff. And they asked me if I wanted to go back to my school, my regular school. I said, nah, I'll stay here because they treated me like family there. It was a really good school, a really good school. And then my principal for my middle school is there, the female. And I'm telling you, man, when she saw me, she was like, David, is that you? I was like, oh, hi, Miss Hayden. And then, like, obviously, she can tell I've changed from the years because I was crazy. Like, I wasn't crazy, like, bad, but I was crazy, like, I don't know. I had a lot of energy, and I was like, I used to run and just jump off things, and I miss that energy, man. Now it's like hard for me to make videos because I'm always getting stressed out about something. So, man, school, do what you can, take as many tests as you can, like, or try to pass the tests when you get them, and do as many homework assignments as you can. Like, if you do all your homework assignments, like, if you don't miss a day of school and you do all of your homework to the best of your ability, and the test, you study for them, like, study, but study, study, don't study all night. Don't do that. Don't stay up all night studying. Don't do that. You're going to forget it when you wake up in the morning. Study casually, and then right before your test, study before your test. You guarantee to keep it in your brain. Because I've done that so many times. Test strategies, like, just I'd study, I'd open up my history book, I'd read through a couple stuff before the test, and then I'd instantly remember, hey, this is it, this is it. Because your brain panics. And so it's panicking. So, like, when I read those texts, it actually helps me remember. Yeah, but there's no point, man. What grade are you in right now, Truce? I remember one day going to school one day, really sleepy, slept through math equation review, and slept through a school shooting in this video. Dude, that's terrible. Truce, that's terrible. No, I mean, that's not funny, but that's terrible. Like, just imagine someone sleeping through those awareness videos. Oh, you're in 8th grade? Yeah. Man, dude. If it's like how it was when I was growing up, don't even worry about it. You're going to pass 8th grade no matter what. But your classes next year are going to reflect your grades this year. So you may have to, like, take, like, if you're taking pre-algebra and you haven't passed it, you're going to be taking algebra next year. Stuff like that. But, yeah, don't worry, dude. Dude, that fight video, you think it's funny? That video, I was in 8th grade. I think 7th or 8th grade. I was during that time. And my grades were like, I had F in math. I had probably a C in English. No, not sorry. No. I have failed English because my math teacher was a B. I had a C in history, and I had a C in maybe environmental science. Oh yeah, the video classic. Yeah, like, man, dude. I mean, that's crazy too. We didn't have like some school shootings and stuff when I was younger. The people didn't do that. People got in fights, people ditched, people did drugs, but they didn't shoot up schools. I mean, that's just crazy. And people will try to blame that on games. Don't blame that on games. Blame that on your parents because they're the ones that are blaming other things. I mean, I feel that now parents are blaming everyone else but themselves. People aren't taking the blame for their own stuff, like the YouTube policies. That whole thing with YouTube and stuff like that, the whole lawsuit, that's stupid. Like, that's really stupid when you think about it. Like, why aren't you watching your kids to see what they're watching on YouTube? Because if you're not watching kids, they could be on a no-no site. They can be doing anything or looking at anything because or let's them say going on Facebook and then getting friended by some weird creepy guy that's sending them video chats. Like, there's just, if you're not watching your kid, you can't blame Facebook, you can't blame YouTube. No, you are to blame. You are the parent and you're not watching them. So that's up to you. But yeah, man, some teachers can't teach. It's not your fault. Some teachers can't teach. And sometimes you need one-on-ones with certain people for you to really understand a little bit better, for them to explain everything differently. You're no smarter, you're not dumber than everyone else. Sometimes you just learn a little bit different than everyone else. That's the one thing that happens. This lady was showing us a baby Kelly video. The girl was talking about a school shooting in Texas, and let me see. Shooting in Texas, and one of the lyrics of the song said, they all sleeping in my bed, and me and my friend was laughing at that. That sounds weird. That sounds like a weird ass song. No, but like I guess that's something to really worry about, stuff like that. But people need to stop bullying kids, and it's at the same time, it's not just bullying, it's the parents. Like there's crazy stuff going at home. That kid that's bullying the other kid, he's going through stuff at home. He's taking it out on some kid and stuff like that. And then that kid that's getting bullied, maybe the one that shoots up the school, or maybe the bully does it. But it's because people aren't treating each other with respect. You know, this is something that goes on all the time. And I know, like, from experience, I've been bullied before. Like when I was in elementary school, this is the funny experience, Truce. I was in elementary school. There was it was a racist time, but I didn't know what race was because I was never taught about it. There was teachers that would treat me, oh, what's up, Siamese bitch. Most people bully so they can get good reputation, boyfriends, girlfriends, etc. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen those type of people that bully their friends to look cool in front of girls. Yeah, I was getting bullied by this dude. His name was Chauncey. I can't forget him. He's my elementary bully. And this guy sucker punched me in the face. And I tried to do the right thing. I went to go tell the teacher. I'm walking in, I'm like, hold my mouth. Chauncey hit me in the face. And I remember it was like a white old teacher, and he's standing there. He's like, yeah, he hit you in the mouth? Chauncey, come here, Chauncey, come here. Chauncey comes over. Did you hit young David in the mouth? No. That's exactly how he did it. And they were like, I can tell from looking at both of them, he knew that he did that. And he hit me in my mouth. I can't remember what happened, but I ended up not going to that school anymore. And I'll tell you something really, really funny that happened. I think it was 8th grade. It was either the summer. I was going to Walmart, and I was going to buy some cookies, my Oreo cookies and milk and stuff, and maybe go to McDonald's or just go home. I was going through the aisle, and there's like, I remember I was in like the dog section with the toys, and this guy walks past me and goes, hey, I know you. Oh, you're that kid I bullied in elementary. It's Chauncey. And it's been years. And I've been in so many fights, and I've not that kid I was anymore. And he was laughing about it, saying like how he bullied me when I was younger. I looked at him, and all of my energy, I wanted to strike him. I wanted to hit him and knock him out and immediately leave the section. And I could. I really could have. I was just like, I could just smack this man so hard right now with all my force, and he wouldn't even expect it. And I can just walk out of this aisle. But I didn't. I didn't hit him. But it was just amazing the strength it took for me not to do something like that. Like someone to walk out of nowhere and say, hey, I bullied you in elementary. And he didn't apologize. He was laughing about it. He thought it was funny. And I could have got my revenge. I really could have. But then I just walked away from it, I do the right thing when it comes along. Sometimes people do need to get their ass whooped, but a lot of times violence doesn't really do much. But yeah, when that kid walked up to me and said, I bullied you in elementary school, you're that kid I bullied. Like, I know I'm not that much taller, but I can smack the hell out of you. I fought people that are 6'5". That was a brave thing to tell the teacher, because most people would be scared to tell the teacher or immediately strike back or do nothing. No, dude, look. There's another time in middle school, I tried to do the right thing and tell the teacher. This kid pissed in my shoes and took my clothes and kicked them into the urinal. Yeah, it is, dude. It's so hard. And then like another time like this, I told you the kid kicked my clothes in the urinal. The other one pissed in my shoe. Dude, I found the fat kid that was kicking my clothes into the urinal. And like I smacked him and shoved him super hard. Like I just smacked him. Like of course I'm gonna smack him because he's continually kicking my clothes. Or maybe I just pushed him really, really hard. Now, the guy that was pissing in my shoe, he was a tall black guy. I was standing behind him while he was taking a piss. He was like, I squeezed my fist so hard. There was veins coming out of my arm. And he realized I was, oh, please, man. Man, come on, man. Please, man, I'm sorry, man. And he was still pissing as he was talking. I was going to knock, but I just let him go. And then I took my shoes and I just walked to the teacher and I said, hey, some kids kicked my clothes into the urinal and the other dude pissed in my shoe. And he goes, the other teacher goes, not my problem. I said, what? Well, can I just have a bag, please? This ain't a grocery store. And like the other teacher, like, there's 3 teachers in there. They're all sitting in there. And the one that name was Mr. Johnson, they're all white. And then like he actually gave me a bag. But I told my grandma about it. I had some Gottschalk's clothes. Those clothes are like $50 to $100. And they're not even that fancy and they're hella expensive. And they were kicking them into the urinal. And my grandma told me that day, she said, I lived in California, lived in Fresno, California. My grandma told me this. This is what changed my attitude. My grandma said this. She said, first she told me this during another time. She said, don't let them niggas kick your clothes into the urinal. And I told her how I told the teacher that happened. And then she told me another time some kids like smacked me or something like that. And then like I defended myself and I hit him and got in trouble. And then grandma told me this when I went home. She's like, if you ever let a nigga beat you up, I'ma beat you up. So, she basically told me like I can't lose any fights, and if I lose any fights, she's gonna whoop me when I get home. So yeah, my grandma is actually I think she's from the deep south. So she told me I can't lose any fights. So I was fighting everybody because everyone wanted to start fights with me. And now my grandma gave me the okay. It's like, okay, I know what to do. All right. So I'm going to let this kid punch me in the face. He's going to get suspended for 3 days. I'm going to get suspended for 2. So I have to sit there and get them mad so they punch me. I'm like, okay, come on, punch me now. Punch me now. And I'm ready to turn my face. And they're taking so long to get mad and punch me. Then when they finally punch me, it's like the fight started. And I end up beating the crap out of them now. And then, of course, I got so notorious because people are fighting me because it's 2007. And skinny jeans, I wore skinny jeans and I wore my little band shirts. And, oh, you're gay for wearing skinny jeans. So I got in so many fights with people. And yes, I'm in a car. Yeah, I got in fights for wearing skinny jeans. It's like, dude, I'm being me. I'm dressing how I like. And you're checking me out, calling me gay. That makes you gay. What? And it's like, I get in a ton of fights for that, for me dressing differently. Like, I'm dressed the way I like to dress. That's how I am. So, yeah, I got in a fight with 3 people. The first one started off as in they're bullying my cousin. That's the first one that started. Like, this guy was bullying my cousin. Like, this, it's so funny how this happened, right? Foamy, like, they were bullying him in one of my cousins in elementary school. I got into a fight with a gay dude. Like, it wasn't that he was gay. It's just that he was being racist. And then after he was being racist, he was talking about my mom that died. And he was making fun of that and thought it was hilarious. And like one day I just flipped on him. And I ended up like smacking him. And then I ended up getting sent to the office. And then the teacher's talking about, oh, well, I know Chris Evans. And I'm friends with his mom. You're a monster. I said he was being racist. And he was talking about my mom that died. Oh, well, I know him, so he gets two days in school suspension, and you get 3 days suspension. And for me, I'm like, all right, that's a vacation. Cause I go home, and I'm gonna put on iCarly, and I'm gonna work out. That's what I'm gonna do. I know those teachers, dude. There's some messed up teachers. Like the one time I got jumped, right? That was the funniest time. I got jumped by like 3 guys. And they attacked me, right? The first dude, he's like trying to like fight me. He tried to start a fight with me. He's getting ready. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass, Dada, but you need you to get me mad. Okay, I was like, okay, your parents smell like shit. Then he gets mad and he swings and he's going so slow, and I'm watching him throw a punch. It's like, this dude's throwing a punch too slow. I wrap my arm around him, I knee him in his stomach, and I throw him to the side. Another dude jumps out like this is SmackDown, grabs my head, jumps down to the ground, and starts hitting me in my head. And then I'm just thinking in my head, like, his punches are tickling me. I stand up, push him, and kick him in the nuts. Like, this is a fight. I'm gonna kick you in your nuts. I didn't know martial arts back then, so I basically just jumped up and punched you. I was a Spartan. Kicked him in his nuts. He went down. The next guy, he's a big ass football player, and he didn't know how to fight. This is like middle school. He throws his hands over his head, throwing punches like this. He hits me in my face. And I said, all right, do that again. He runs in, throws his hands over his head. I jump completely to the side and I just hit him in the mouth. And he goes, smack. Oh! And then I go to the office. He has like ice on his face. And then he's telling teachers like, oh, I tried to stop David Johnson, but he was too much. So and then my teacher, this is the counselor, dude. He was OP. He was like, so you're telling me it took 3 guys to stop David? You're telling me all 3 of you couldn't stop David Johnson? Is that right? Yeah, we tried to stop him. He was just too much, and I was just sitting there quiet. And then he shut down all their stories. Like, well, I'm sorry, David. I'm still gonna have to suspend you, but all of them are getting suspensions as well. When I came back to school, dude, everybody was scared of me. It was so funny. It was like I wasn't doing anything. Like I was just walking, people were moving to the side. And then there's this long cafeteria line, like where I'm gonna go get my food. Everybody steps to the side. And I'm like, I felt like a king or something. I was walking through this area like
I'm Pickle Rick!
Actually moved out of my way. And I got my food first. Like this felt so powerful. And then pretty much then that was me. I'd gotten a lot of fights. I got suspended, so my grades weren't so good. Just reminded me the first sight of SmackDown. Dude, I loved SmackDown. WWE was my favorite, and I practiced those moves. I didn't know it was fake though. When I figured out WWE was fake, I got really upset and stuff. But I still played the games. I had up to 2008 SmackDown versus Raw. Love those games. Fun. And then yeah, I practiced those moves. I slam people. Where am I going? I'm not going yet. Yeah, Truce needs to be an administrator. I need to give him some administrating things. But yeah, dude, I loved SmackDown. And actually, I was actually playing that game on my YouTube channel. And then I think I didn't own it again or something happened. But I tried to play the new one. It sucks. Yeah. SmackDown versus Raw was fun. I created my characters. It was so good. Too bad we're never going to have a game like that anymore. These games now are all about money. They're making battle passes. They're having bugs in games and not fixing them. They're making you like let's say SmackDown. The characters that were in the old games, you have to pay for them now. They're making you pay for characters you already paid for all over. They're all about money. Dude, those aren't PvE games. SmackDown is a PvE. I ought to slam you, dude. I ought to slam you on a table, all right? I challenge you to a cage match. Yes, dude, 2K ruins everything it does. It's me and Desensu God were playing it, right, with Miss Pineapple. It was so glitchy, like where we had 2 separate matches. Like one cage match, I won. The other cage match, they won. Then another match, I got eliminated, but on their game, I was still fighting. And then another thing, like I know the old SmackDowns, I guess, were kind of like broken, some of them, because the countering system. You can basically keep reversing people's skills if you were good at it. And in the new ones, they had it to where you get 4 counters. I mean, that's not bad, but he was punching me in 2K 2020 because it was a free to play. He punched me about 20 to 30 times, like a lot of times consistently, and the counter didn't pop up, and I was in an infinite stun loop. That makes no sense at all. Yeah, the game sucked. It was bad. We all uninstalled it. There's no purpose of it. And they're trying to sell that game for 20 or 30 or 40 or $60. That's not a game. That's a glitch. That's all it is. And the story is butt. Like, Truce, you played WWE SmackDown versus Raw. The story was actually good. Like, you were going to be a champion. That's what the story is all about. Like, you're title matching. You want to be the whatever weight class you're in. You want to be the champion. And then they had like dramas going with the characters that were like in game. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, Road to WrestleMania. It was really fun. Like, it was super fun. Undertaker, Kane, they were actually in the game. In 2K20, you need to buy Undertaker. Like, I need to buy him. The Rock. I don't mind unlocking a character, but it's like, you need to buy them? That's stupid. Man, I'm telling you. The games back then were better. A lot of the stuff was better. Like, and then this whole COVID, that whole thing is stupid. Oh, and they ruined Fallout. Yeah. Fallout 76, another game. They're going to put like a little pay to win stuff on, and then they're not going to try to fix the issues. Like, the game needs NPCs. If you're not going to have like 1,000 players in Fallout all at once, and if you're not going to have NPCs, you need to seriously do something to your game, because otherwise it feels so lonely. You're just running around and doing the same thing. My favorite story was Versus Undertaker, where you can be your created character and more. Yep. I always had my created characters. My created wrestler name is Kane XX, and the last name is Green. That was my ulterior ego for like when I played SmackDown. Kane XX. That was always it. What future content do I plan on? I want to make more like anime videos, gaming videos, and then I like doing videos like this. Like, to be honest, when I'm me talking like this, I feel like a load's been taken off. I feel like less stress, because I'd be feeling stressed out a lot. But talking in front of the camera, this actually helps, man. This is a live stream too, so I'm actually interacting with people that want to talk. And thank you guys for liking the stream also. Much appreciated. But yeah, dude, these games now, they need more. Oh yeah, thank you. Someone liked another one. Thank you. Yeah, these games they're not getting better, to be honest with you. They're just cutting corners, and they're making it to where like people are just like, hey, you ruined the franchise. Like Soul Calibur. If any guys are into those games, Soul Calibur 6 has you paying for characters that were unlocked in 5. It's like, why am I rebuying the same characters? Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has a bunch of characters missing, and then they have you paying for the same characters you paid for. When I was younger, each time Kane tries to interfere with my match, I would be so scared I'd turn off the Dude, yes, dude, Kane and Undertaker, and their music was powerful. Dead or Alive is crazy with their DLC. I haven't played that game. Like, I played the free one, but what is Dead or Alive like now? Because I haven't played in so long. Mortal Kombat 9 was the best Mortal Kombat. Then they completely changed. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 9. It was easy. All you had to do was read the combos, and it's like left, right, X, 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 Y, Y, or down, right, X, which is the complete same. The specials, all the same. So, but the combos are easy to do. They were easy to do. In 360, man, the old gen consoles, I feel, had the best games. Those had the best games. Those games were actually I feel like they sat down, they played the game, and they just made good games. And now it's just like they pull out a little paper. They're just like, if we make this game, it will win us a lot of revenue. In about 2 months, we should have $1 million, or 2-3 million. Oh yeah, Miss X-Ray. I do not like the final blow, dude. Man, Triple H, the pedigree, Brock Lesnar. I think it's the FU. I think that's called. Or is that John Cena's move? I can't remember. I remember those. And of course, Kane's original choke slam. Love the choke slam. And then in the old SmackDowns, you could make your own ultimate or your own finisher. I love that. My finishers had a bunch of melee combos. Yeah, they won't make them backwards compatible. They made games backwards compatible that we didn't even ask for. Yeah, dude. These games are making backwards compatible or games we don't even want. Well, Fatal Blow. That's what it was. Yeah, dude, these backwards compatible games, they what are they doing? We could have so many better games to play. Like, I'm gonna name some games you probably never heard of. If you guys probably never heard of Def Jam Vendetta. That game was really, really good. Like, that's another wrestling fighting game, but it's with rappers and you create your own character and use a bunch of weapons. It was really fun because I like WWE. One game they remade and put on the Xbox 360 or Xbox One is Phantom Dust, but they were gonna make a new version of that, which would have been really cool. Um, I'm trying to think of more games. I'm drawing blanks right now. But if they made some hmm, I can't think of any right now. Hmm. Let me see. Mortal Kombat. Make that Mortal Kombat 9. Make that a compatible or yeah, backwards compatible. Make Mortal Kombat 9 backwards compatible. What's another good game? Broken Bond. Of course, you do Broken Bond. Oh, Raiding Blast. I never heard of that game. Man, see, I didn't like Raging Blast. I mean, for me, like the reason why I didn't like Raging Blast so much was it wasn't a bad game. It's just that when I went from Budokai to Tenkaichi, that's where I had a problem. Oh, Blitz Football, dude, that game was funny. They're taking steroids, breaking bones. One game I like too, if they make NFL Street Football, if they were to bring that back and backwards compatible, that'd be fun. Like some of these games on Xbox 360, I never got to play online because I never had online during the time I really had a 360, other than when my cousin had it. So like, if I got to play some of those games online again, it'd be cool. Call of Duty, they're backwards compatible in that. Oh, and Majin, I got some new news about Resident Evil. We're hearing some leaks. I feel like the car is shaking. Some leaks about Resident Evil. So guess what? They're maybe going to remake Resident Evil 4. I'm so tired of the Resident Evil people making remakes. It's like a leak or like some rumors or something going on. I think it's maybe a leak or something. But they're gonna go for another remake. Dude, no, I'm serious, man. It's like it's like the company is dying and all they're doing is trying to bring back their old hits. Like, yeah, those Resident Evil things were good. Oh, NBA Street. Yeah, that was fun. I didn't play too much of that. I didn't play too much of I played NBA and I like to create my character and team, and of course my character always has 99 stats and he can shoot a three-pointer from very, very far. That was fun, but they made those games more complicated. Yeah, another remake. They're talking about making a remake for 4. But what they did was they did a survey to tell the people that play Resident Evil, they said either we'll make another remake or prequel. It's like they can't progress farther in the story. Maybe they don't have enough money to pay the voice actors. Maybe they don't know what to do. But Resident Evil 6, I like the story. Like the story was fun. And then the gameplay, it just need to be fixed. Yeah, cash grabbers or else they're cash grabbers or they're just dying. Resident Evil 8, they fight each other. Yeah, where we can fight each other. I think what it is, Siamese Ditch, I think is like they're afraid. They're afraid to fail, and so they would lose a lot of money maybe if they made a terrible game. So they're just thinking like, oh, we will, like I said with statistics, they're looking at, we will for sure make money if we make a remake. They're guaranteed to buy it. Let's add a couple new features. Ooh, change a little bit of the combat. Add some extra content that was deleted. Resident Evil 7 graphics for 360 surprised me. Oh, I didn't even know that game was for like it was on 360. Or are you talking about 6? Or you said 7, Truce? No, when you play like Xenoverse, if you play Xenoverse 1, you play it on Xbox 360, and then you go to Xbox One, and then you go to PC, it's always crazy to feel the difference in like servers and speed of everything. It's like a big, big change. It's hilarious. And Resident Evil Majin, you remember that. Resident Evil 5 on 360 was like, it was fun. It was kind of laggy, but you couldn't kill people with a pistol. Resident Evil 5 on Xbox One, you could actually hit them with the pistol and kill them. I don't know if it does more damage or what goes on with that. And then the cool thing about Wesker, like in Resident Evil 5, I think maybe it's only on New Gen, that when you throw a flash at him, it doesn't flash him because he's wearing shades. That's so cool. Like, that's a cool concept in there. And then, okay, yeah, they see that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. And then Xbox One, Xbox 360 GTA, they added better graphics. They added like this little system thing. Like, it gets cooler when you get on new gen console, but nothing will be as good as looking at an Xbox Live Party. Man, that's so powerful. Like, I remember hours spending just sitting on the Xbox Live Party. So awesome. If anybody's watching this stream after, again, thanks for, if you were here, thank you for watching. And remember, you guys, watch this video in parts if you guys don't have anything to do. It's always something entertaining. But, man, I miss Team Wesker. You need to get your account back. Dude, I want that account back. I don't remember the password. I, like, really tried. We made those accounts, and we were getting people, dude. We were getting people, like... And I remember when we played, I had to go off of Wesker and be like on Sheva, because if people see two Weskers, they're like, oh no. They're like, they just leave. And then, like, one thing I don't like too is I kind of feel that Xbox, when a game comes out on Xbox, PlayStation has more players. I feel like they have more players. Like, I don't know if this is true, but like with Xenoverse 360, Xenoverse has a lot of people. Xbox One, not that many. PlayStation, I feel like there's more players on there than there is on here. And then, of course, the freaking PlayStation toxicity. Like, they're so terrible and toxic in that game. In the gaming community, because they're exposing each other, making constant videos. Man. It's crazy. The problem, because PlayStation is more competitive. Yeah, they are more competitive. Yeah. That's what I noticed, man. They're way more competitive. And I'm a competitor. I like being competitive. Oh, speaking of competitive, you know what? I need to go to Elder Scrolls, and I need to grind and get stronger. Okay, so thank all of you guys for liking PlayStation. Yes, it's the people. Like, the console, I like it. I had a PlayStation before I had an Xbox. I love anime games. It's just the people. Yeah, booters and yeah, what's stupid though too is how is PlayStation getting away with so many mods? Food reviews? Oh yeah, I'll do a food review. I got a food review in mind. I'm gonna review some benevolent bacon, which is vegan. Oh yeah. Okay, if you added me on there, I'm on there, but I don't have a PlayStation right now. I'm gonna have to get one. And I'm kind of torn between getting a Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation 4, but I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not sure if I'll be getting a new console. I'm not kind of sure how things are going right now, because things may get worse before they get better. And that's why I wanted to kind of make a video talking, because if I don't make a video for a while, you guys understand what's going on. It's dealing with stress around the house. It's dealing with, to be honest with you, it's pretty much the only thing that stresses me nowadays. It's usually something going around in the house, because I'll be honest with you guys, man. When I make videos and then someone from her family watches them and then they come back and bring the news back to me, it causes a lot of drama. That's why, like, I have been having like so many, like, I've been so upset and frustrated, because sometimes I want to make a video just talking about things, and I worry that one of them is going to watch the video and then they're going to come and talk to me about it and then start a bunch of stuff, like start a necessary fight about nothing. So I wanted you guys to know that. So if anybody, the 3 people that are here or the people that watch it after, you're a real one, because you'll know what's going on. So, like, yeah, thank you. And, I pray for everybody. Everyone be safe, keep your hands clean. And notice how all the commercials on your TV are going to be about washing your hands and keeping your hands clean. Even Elmo's talking about it, and a bunch of cleaning products. You can make a venting channel and talk about that stuff. Yeah, making another channel, like, see, I'm gonna make another channel so I can, like, have a backup channel. But as for talking, I want to do that on this channel. But yeah, just thinking that they're gonna watch my videos and bring some drama back to me, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But thank you guys for watching. and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go play Elder Scrolls. Siamese Ditch. Whenever I do finally get an Xbox or a PlayStation, I'll definitely because the app. Sometimes I go on the app and I don't quite understand how to use it and stuff. So I'll make sure I actually start talking about a bunch of ads for. Wait, wait, is it? I'm starting to get a bunch of ads for house parties and a video talking app, dude. I don't know if they're having house parties, but like an app talking about talking is like, yeah, it's good. But yeah, this is the first video I'm doing in the vehicle. See, there's where Jack's thing is. So we usually will have them when we go places. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right, I'll see everybody later. Siamese, Desensu God, Truce, you guys, last people in the chat. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Everyone else, thank you. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And adios.